Hello everyone, Mark here with Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a titanic struggle today. This is a fan requested comparison. CE Fitness comments. Big Ramy 2017 versus Nasser El Sonbaty 1997. That was a very to the point comment, and this is a to the point matchup. Look at these two big behemoths. Very difficult to say for sure. Nasser is tilted thusly, and you can't really see the full silhouette. I would wager to say he is a little bit slight in the lag department in this comparison, but look at the size of Big Ramy's horse legs. There is this other one of Nasser El Sonbaty, and I wager to say that he does look better in the front relaxed position. Look at that. Much more aesthetic. Do you notice that? The guys in the 90s had a lot of flow to their physiques. Not to mention he is winning in the ab department. Now in the rear relaxed, I would wager to say Big Ramy has the advantage in this one. Look at the glutes and the legs. Now, granted, the men in the 90s did not really display their glutes and their thighs the same way. Of course, now they make the most of what they have for lag size. They bring their quads out. Anyway, enough of the explanation. Both men look pretty good condition in the lower back, but I would wager to say no point at all is delivered here in the front and relaxed positions. Of course, in the front double bicep pose. Now, this is a very unclear picture of Nasser El Sonbaty, but look at the flow. Look how aesthetic he looks beside this big monster. I mean, yes, they both have the tools. Big Ramy, a little bit bigger set of legs, but I think the calves makes up for that with the proportions. Big Ramy needs a little bit bigger calves to make up for those quads. Look at the abs on Nasser. Now, once again, there is this more clearer picture of Nasser El Sonbaty, and yes, I say for sure, Nasser El Sonbaty, he just looks so good in this, and the conditioning is pretty right on par with each other, so you have to take that into consideration, of course, first and foremost. And then, who looks better? I think Nasser looks better. So, Nasser is on the board. Now, see, the back development, it's evolution, people. It's evolution. Whether it be posing techniques and training techniques and things of that nature. But the glutes, the hamstrings, the legs, the back development alone definitely is evolving in some way. Look at the conditioning of Big Ramy's lower back. Definitely in good condition. Nasser, not bad at all. Of course, Mamdouh Elssbiay. When you look at the glutes, like I said, and the legs, you have to award him a point. And who would argue that? He is winning in the back development as well. Like I said, evolution. But one thing that does not evolve with time is the calves. Nasser El Sonbaty's still winning in that aspect. So kudos to him. All right, back to a front pose. In which case, this time Mamdouh is holding his own, more than holding his own, against Big Nasser in a front shot. Look at those lats of both men. Seems to be a little bit more filled out, perhaps, of Nasser El Sonbaty, but look at those legs and the tiny little wee waist of Mamdouh Elssbiay, not to mention the width of his chest. Look at the size of that big chest. There is this other one of Nasser El Sonbaty. Looks a little bit more separated, the muscle features. I don't know if it helps him or hurts him. I don't know, though. Nasser does look fantastic. I wager to say it's almost a toss-up in this one. But I hate to hand out toss-ups in every single one. Let's just say if this is a tie, we'll go back to this one. But I don't know. Who knows where this matchup is going to take itself? And I know. The rear lat spread, that is where we are going. And this is where we ended up. Once again, I just feel bad for Nasser and the lag development. If they were able to display their legs differently, who knows? But those glutes definitely not as tight as Big Ramy Momdouh Elssbiay's. One thing Nasser has is those calves. Once again, look at the size of those big cows. And his hamstrings. His hamstrings are fantastic. He's doing a little bit more battle Here in the rear lat spread, a decent, more than decent pose for Big Ramy. Or I mean Nasser El Sonbaty, rather. But not enough. Mamdouh Elssbiay, with that tight conditioning and massive size, takes another point. Fantastic little showdown in the side chest. Look at this. Take your pick, whoever has the better set of pecs. I mean, Mamdouh's a little bit larger, but Nasser a little bit tighter, I believe, in the pec region. Muscle separation, a little bit better for Mamdouh Elssbiay in the delts, biceps, triceps. But Nasser looks like he has a bigger set of guns. Waistline goes to Nasser for sure. Muscle separation and less distended. Look at a little bit of muscle or stomach distension there for Mamdouh. But look at the glutes. Look at the hamstrings. Wow, Mamdouh winning in the lag department. Although Nasser putting up a fight. Look at the size of those babies. Almost an inconclusive in the side chest pose. These are two big monsters for sure. And it seems to be another titanic struggle in the side tricep pose. Now, I'm thinking of leaning toward Big Ramy for both of these shots. He just appears to be in better condition, taking the glutes and the quads, things of that nature into consideration. This time his abs look right on par with Big Nasser El Sonbaty. Seems to be displayed a little bit better as far as the arms are concerned. You can see both heads of the tricep. I don't know though, it was close in the chest and the tricep, but I'm leaning toward Big Ramy in this one. It seems the shots that he is winning are more of a victory. Both those back shots, in my opinion, were just domination. Of course, when we look at this most muscular shot, a little hard to say. It's a very blurry picture of Nasser El Sonbaty. I must say, Big Ramy Momdouh Elssbiay, one of the biggest and best, most muscular poses of all time. There is this one, more clearer shot of Big Nasser El Sonbaty, and I must say, this would have been a judge's nightmare to have these two big behemoths on the stage. Food for thought. Nasser El Sonbaty, in my opinion, this is not his best version. He had a layer of water on him. I believe the 1996 version of Nasser El Sonbaty was much better, a little drier, maybe even bigger, more muscular. Hard to say, and hard to say who is winning in this most muscular shot. Like I said, I don't want to make this a numbers game, because if Nasser is winning a couple of shots by the skin of his teeth, and Big Mamdouh wins clearly in certain shots, then obviously Mamdouh would be the winner. Now in the ab and thigh shot, I actually had a hard time finding a decent picture of Mamdouh Elssbiay hitting this pose. I know there's a better one of him out there. I know I've seen it. But judging by this one, Nasser is winning. Of course, like pretty much every pose in this, there is this clear, more visible picture of Nasser, and wow, the guys in the 90s had one aesthetic ab and thigh shot. Every one of them, even the mass monsters such as Nasser and even Paul Dillette, they all packed heat as far as this pose is concerned. I wager to say this is probably the strongest victory of Nasser El Sonbaty. But like I said earlier, taking into consideration the strong victories that Mamdouh Elssbiay had in this nice little matchup, and I do say this was one fantastic fan-requested comparison, these two behemoths. But at the end of the day, Nasser El Sonbaty just did not have the stuff. So here's your winner, Mamdouh Elssbiay, also known as Big Ramy. Now, don't get me wrong, personally, I do prefer the Nasser El Sonbaty physique, but come on, guys, I have to judge this one fairly, and this guy won fair and square. Mamdouh Elssbiay, the sky is the limit for this young man, perhaps a multiple-time Mr.Olympia champion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy my banter and perhaps my comedy by times, go ahead and snap that subscribe button. Just pile on the subscribers. I can never have too many of those babies. And what the heck, if you're feeling a little bit generous, tickle that little like button on this video. Why not? Why not? Like I said many times before, I am a strange bonana. Have a great day.